So Dead Rock Chapter 1 was honestly fairly well done. I enjoyed the chapter, I said so in my chapter review for it, and it was pretty solid all throughout. A nice start, and it has a lot of things in this chapter that need some discussing, as August, the magazine seems to be on break and we're not getting another chapter of Dead Rock till September, so that's honestly a pretty long time for a monthly series to not have any type of content relating to it. So I've already done the liberty of getting some Dead Rock videos planned out. Right now there should be a world building video of Dead Rock out with the pretty solid world building, even though it wasn't a lot, done in the first chapter of Dead Rock that did kind of warrant its own video. So go give that a watch right after this one. But today I want to talk to you guys about Yakuto's main goal in Dead Rock. And that is to kill God. Very simple motivations, seemingly on the surface, but if we go back to the chapter, and with the evidence that we've gotten from it, it's most likely something more than just something he wants to do. There's definitely a reason behind Yakuto's actions, and that will be explored throughout the rest of the series, as that is seemingly the main goal, end goal of Dead Rock, at least for Yakuto, and how he's going to try to convince his classmates to help him with this endeavor. But I want to go through what Yakuto really wants to do and why killing God is his main goal. Before we get into this, don't forget to like and subscribe and hit the notification bell for updates on future videos. It really does help, and it shows you guys enjoy the content I make here on the channel. The Dead Rock review did very well, and I really want to do more Dead Rock videos until the next chapter comes out, so I hope you guys enjoy these discussion videos in the meantime. I'm also planning to make it to 5K by the end of the month, so let's aim for 5K by the end of July. And by the end of the year, I want to make it to 10K subs. Big goal, I know, but I think we can make it there. So any help would be very much appreciated. Now, with all that out of the way, let's get right into this discussion. So Yakuto, the main character of Dead Rock, his main goal is to take out God, and he wanted to enter Dead Rock for that main purpose. Now, the main reason why is seemingly twofold why he had to enter Dead Rock to get this whole plan done. One, God is the principal of Dead Rock, and he seemingly makes the first people who graduate demon kings that will rule over portions of the human realm. Okay, fairly simple. So you have a more direct route to the most powerful being in this universe, seemingly, this realm, and it's the principal of the school that creates Demon Kings, and he grants these titles as well as privileges to those that graduate. Okay, simple and straightforward. So what else did he have to go to Dead Rock for in order to achieve this goal? And that's fairly simple. At the end of the chapter, he basically wanted to recruit his classmates in order to help him achieve this goal. Meaning he took the special entrance exam, which is fairly noted for examinees dying. I mean, literally, in this one singular chapter, we saw like 1,000 examinees, and only 7 of them survived. Well, technically 8, but 7 made it into Dead Rock, while the 8th just flat out disappeared. And so, this is most likely what Yakuto was banking for. Surviving the entrance exams, he can find the people that managed to survive. Those would be the strongest and most capable people that he could find in Dead Rock, as those are a special exemption from general admissions and recommendations. Because you have to survive a Hellas entrance exam, which is known for killing all the examinees. That is fairly simple, fairly straightforward. Find the people that survived along with you on this entrance exam, and hopefully you can convince them to kill God with you. Now, how this is going to play out in the following chapters, I don't know, but it's safe to say, if even begrudgingly, except for Freyr, because Freyr seems like she wants to fight, regardless, I think they're going to end up agreeing with him, and Yakuto, whatever his reasons are, he's going to convince them no matter what. They are the main cast of Dead Rock, so I feel like that's going to happen. I have dubbed them the Dead Rock 7. That is a fan name, and I don't think we're going to get an actual team name for them, so let's just call them the Dead Rock 7. I'm calling it now. But anyway, so those are the 2 main reasons why Yakuto wanted to go to Dead Rock, based off of what I can tell from this very first chapter. he needed a closer route to God, an easier way to make it to God in person, since he is the principal and greets the graduates. And 2, he wanted to find some of the strongest people in the realm so that he can convince them to fight alongside him to take out God. Simple, straightforward from what I can gather from that in that singular chapter. Now, his reasoning for wanting to take out God is something we still don't know, but it's fairly safe to say that it's also primarily 2 different reasons. One, it could have to do with the extinction of the dragons, because it is stated at least twice throughout the series that the dragons have been extinct. Yakuto's roots are very rare, and they all refer to him, even himself, as a survivor. So that implies that something very bad happened to the dragons. Whether they died out from like a civil war amongst themselves, someone hunting them down, or they were just flat out exterminated by perhaps maybe God, something happened to the dragons, and that's one of Yakuto's main motivating factors. He wants to take out God because chances are he might be responsible for what happened to the dragons. Remember, when Yakuto was squashed by Hanni at the start of the entrance exams, and Yakuto held up Hanni's foot and knocked him over, God noticed Yakuto, and Yakuto looked up at God ferociously, with seemingly indifferent eyes. It's very possible that God kind of figured Yakuto for a dragon the moment he saw him. And now Yakuto, probably with the fate of the dragons on his back, wants to take revenge on God. And that seems like the very most likely idea of what the hell he's doing in Dead Rock and why he wants to kill God. He wants revenge for the dragons, as that's something that I think we can all kind of summarize for based off the dialogue in this chapter and why he wants to kill God. One of, if not the surviving member of the dragons and those with roots to the dragons wants to kill God for revenge purposes. Fairly simple, but I'm curious to see how these events would occur if this is true. The second reason is also having to do with the human realm, because based off of his dialogue with Maxwell when he was getting a bit of a lore dump about the fact that there are 3 realms and that the graduates of Dead Rock are granted the human realm. But it is explicitly stated that there is only one human realm like the demon realm, and that it's just as vast. So the graduates essentially are only really given certain sections to rule over, essentially, for world domination and all that. And one of the key pieces of dialogue that Yakuto mentions is if there are humans in that realm, and if the humans are treated well, which Maxwell goes off on a rant, basically calling the humans weak, ill-mannered, but yet they are still breeding like rabbits, all that stuff, the usual rant, because demons tend to not like humans in many sorts of media. And Yakuto, after hearing everything about the realms and the humans, then kills Maxwell very brutally and then addresses class. So we could all kind of assume that Yakuto might want to actually do good by the humans, or maybe he just wants to rule all the humans for all we know. This is a demon academy, so I doubt someone that's so casually able to murder people because he can is going to be a just ruler for the entirety of the human realm. But that'd be pretty interesting and pretty cool if there was someone that does want the best for humans. And that could also be why he's enrolling in Dead Rock to become a demon king and kill God, because something might be up with the human realm, and perhaps he could have been to the human realm before, or someone from the human realm came to the demon realm at some point in Yakuto's life, and he saw that humans aren't truly treated well in the human realm because of the demon kings, or grew to sympathize with them. And maybe that's another reason why he wants to get through Dead Rock and kill God, because all these things are happening under God's watch, and he wants to kind of fix things and stop it. Am I thinking a bit too positively for the human realm aspect of Yakuto? Yes, but despite him, casually taking out bodies, he does seemingly be a good person and does kind of care for others. At least from what we saw in his interactions with Hanni. But this is a Mashima series, so even though he wants to go in a different direction with his characters, I don't feel like he's going to make his main character a straight up villain or a full-on antagonistic force. He's probably going to be an anti-hero that's going to do whatever it takes, and thus will do some good at the end, because I don't think he's going to make the main character a straight up villain. But who knows, Mashima seems to be experimenting with this one, so we're going to have to let him cook a bit. Either way, I'm excited to see what happens with Yakuto and Dead Rock. Either it's for revenge for the dragons, or to help out the humans, or potentially both. I think Yakuto's main goals are primarily just revenge focused at the very least, but something that I do think is a bit generic that he could go for. But what would also be interesting to see is that he wants to take out God because he wants to rule over all the realms. The demon realm, the human realm, seemingly because God has all the authority, so it's honestly very likely, and there's always the possibility that Mashima just wants to make a straight up villain character with some goofy like-hearted sides to kind of make you want to root for them and see that they're not such a bad guy, but they are kind of a villain. So there could be a way that Mashima could write things for Yakuto wanting to be the supreme demon king ruler of all the realms, which would be a pretty fun and interesting story in and of itself. But I do kind of feel like a demon world story in a demon academy to be demon king would be a natural progression, maybe world domination also. But either way, I feel like Mashima would make a pretty interesting story if he does go that route. But yeah, the two likely scenarios are primarily just because he wants revenge for what happened to the dragon seemingly all those years ago, since he is a survivor of some sort of extinction, and something to do with the human realm, whether to get revenge on the humans or to help the humans in any way, and also the possibility of him just wanting to rule over everything. Who knows? But that's all I really got today. What do you guys think Yakuto's true goal is to enter Dead Rock and why he wanted to kill God? I think it's revenge, wanting to help humans, or maybe just world domination in and of itself. But leave your thoughts and opinions and even theories down in the comment section down below. I know with just one chapter, me doing the speculative things is kind of soon, but I do want to keep the discussion on Dead Rock going because I do feel like with such a long break between chapters, I do think the discussions and hype will die down a little bit. So even if it's not with this video, go on Reddit, go on Twitter, talk about Dead Rock, talk about the character, as this has potential to be another big Mashima hit. But that's all I got for you guys today. I hope you enjoyed. Like and subscribe. Hit the notification bell for updates on future videos. It really helps and it shows you guys enjoy the content I make on this channel. And with all that said and done, I hope you all have an awesome day.